some outdoor showers on the beach,
Yeah.
and I was using it, and then there's this guy that approached me and was saying and was just shouting at me saying, "Go back to your country.
Mm.
We don't need you here. You're stealing our jobs."
Mm.
Yeah. And
Hi, Demi.
Hi, Vincent.
Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Demi. I'm 26 years old. I live in Australia, but I'm a Filipina.
So when did you move to Australia?
I moved here last December 2016,
Hmm.
so that's about 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah. What's the reason you moved to Australia?
I moved here because my mom married an Australian, so that's my stepdad, and then they brought us here.
Was it difficult to move to Australia?
Like, like moving here, like with the visa wise,
Yeah,
or
visa wise and.
well, it took us about a year
Mhm.
to get our residency.
Even though your mom married to Australian guy.
Well, not they're not technically married. They're in a de facto
Mhm.
relationship. So, but they've been together for a while. So it's like a it's like a strong case already.
So what's de facto exactly?
I have no idea. I don't know what
Alright,
the meaning
no,
of
no,
de
that's
facto.
fine, that's
Okay,
fine.
we'll
Just pass it, just pass
search it later.
Yeah. So how much money did you spend for visa?
Oh wow, we're talking about a lot of money. Like just with my parents' partner visa,
Mm.
I think they spent about $30,000.
Thirty
And
thousand
then
dollars.
I think so, around that much. Not including all the other like processing of papers, or, like sending papers from the Philippines to here.
How much is $30,000 in Filipino peso?
I think currently it's 36 pesos for $1. So 36 times 30. I don't want to know.
Alright, that's fine.
It's too much money.
So do you like living in Australia?
Yes, definitely.
Why do you like it?
Because first of all, it's not as hot as in the Philippines.
Of course,
Yes,
yeah.
definitely. I hate the heat.
But how about the winter? Is it much
I
colder than
love winter.
yeah?
Yeah.
So how cold is in winter in Australia? In
Um,
Queensland where we live.
yeah, so it's different in different parts of Australia, but in Queensland, I think the lowest it can go is 4 degrees.
Mm.
I think that's in southern Queensland, but in Bundaberg, around 9 degrees.
Yeah, so
That's
never
the-
snow.
No snow,
But is
unfortunately.
it still cold for you?
Yeah, I think below 15 degrees is cold for me,
Mm.
but I like it.
So do you think your life has been changed after you moved to Australia?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like how did it
Big change.
How?
Wow, a lot of things like on different aspects.
Mhm.
Like you get better. I think you can make easy relationships with people. Like
What kind of relationship?
like friendship.
Sexual?
Like friendship.
Yeah.
Because everybody is like ready to make friends as well,
Mhm.
no matter the age. Like even if they're younger than you or way older than you, they're happy to.
What do you mean by
Or you're
way?
just licking my.
What do you mean by way older than you?
You know, like I remember the first few months that we were here, so we don't know anybody, but Dad knows some of our neighbors, and most of our neighbors are like on their retirement
So
age.
they're around
So,
like 60
yes.
or late 50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're very welcoming.
But you can still be friends with them.
Yeah,
Mm.
and they're very easygoing. They're very open minded. They love to get to know you,
Yeah.
even if you're younger, like than them. So yeah.
Okay. So what do you hate about Australia?
I guess when the first year that we lived here, there were some racism. I'm not sure racism or discrimination or how
Yeah.
will you put it, but
So
there,
what was your experience?
there was one time when I was on the beach
Mm-hmm.
and because there were some outdoor showers on the beach
Yeah.
and I was using it, and then there's this guy that approached me and was saying and was just shouting at me saying, "Go back to your country. We don't need you here. You're stealing our jobs."
Mm.
Yeah, and that was really
Yeah.
hurtful.
It's just because
It was
you're-
scary as well because he
Yeah.
was with his dog, and his dog is
Mm.
a big bull mastiff. So I'm like, if I'm gonna attack him, he's gonna attack me back.
So will you go back to the Philippines eventually, or
Yeah, for a holiday.
for a holiday,
Maybe,
but not to live?
maybe no, no, because yeah, you eventually you will miss Philippines
Mm-hmm.
because there's just some things about the Philippines that you just can't find here, like the food,
Mm.
of course, your relatives, your cousins, like if there's a salo-salo,
What's salo salo?
it's a get-together.
Mm.
So if there's a get-together, it's really fun in the Philippines
Okay.
because it's like compared to here, it's not as like when people get together here, it's very formal. Not like formal like where you have to dress up formal, but like people will just sit down, chit chat.
Mm.
But like in the Philippines, like there'll be karaoke, there'll
Yeah.
be like people shouting, but yeah, it's cheaper in the Philippines.
It's cheaper in the Philippines.
Way cheaper.
Yeah, especially when you make money in Australia, it
Yeah.
must be so cheap, right?
Yeah, so you can't help but convert your money
Mm.
from Australian dollars to Filipino
Yeah.
peso.
So how much is minimum wage in Australia?
Well, in Australia, actually, they've got this Fair Work organization or like a government agency where they look after like the minimum wage per like it depends on what industry you're in
Mhm.
basically, but like everybody has to comply to these minimum wage requirements.
Mhm.
Let's see, like for example, when I started before my very first job, I worked as a food and beverage assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have any experiences,
Entry level job.
entry level.
Mm.
Yeah, and they also have that, like level 1s, level 2, level 3. Anyway, I started, and it also differs with your age.
Mm-hmm.
So I started when I was 24. No. When I was 23 years old, I
Mm.
think. And my wage then was $24. I started $24 per hour,
Yeah. And
which
it's
isn't bad.
yeah. Is it good money in the Philippines, right?
Yeah.
$24.
24 times 36.
Yeah.
You add.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on the subtitle here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yes, yeah. Alright, I wanna ask about your
What?
dating life.
No. Why dating?
Oh, because many people are interested in dating, especially like when they move to overseas or they wanna date like different nationality or
Yeah.
different race people. So I want you to share the experience.
Okay.
So have you dated any Australian or any Western or foreign people in Australia?
I haven't dated, like dated officially. No, I haven't dated any
Mm-hmm.
Australian, but I went out
Mm-hmm.
with a few. Like had dinner. Yeah.
And how was it compared to Filipino people? Is there any cultural difference or?
It's actually, I think with Australian men, they like to set their boundaries. Like even before you go out, they would like to make sure that there's no commitment. This is just casual. We're just gonna go on a date, see how things go. But like with Filipino men, it's like they have this it's like they're thinking that this has to lead to a relationship.
Then what about Australian guys when they come into get into relationship?
Oh, Well, as far as I know, Australian guys, when you meet each other, so well, some people start as friends, so it depends where you meet, I guess. Like if you meet in online or through common friends. So if you meet through common friends and then you started going out,
Mhm.
so there's no commitment that there will be a relationship. So you like go out and
But you can still like kiss and yeah, sleep together.
if you make that clear with each other that you're
Mhm.
happy to do that, so that's what you call casual
Yeah.
dating or like casually hooking up.
Mhm.
So as long as you're clear with your intentions with each other, I guess that's okay.
Mhm.
But like yeah, that's common in Australia. Like before you get to that official relationship stage,
Mhm.
so it's like a lot of stages you have to go through.
Yeah, right.
So,
So as Filipina girl, like we're minority here, right? Is it easy to find your like boyfriend or dating?
I don't know. Easy. I guess
For
it
you,
depends.
easy maybe.
For me, no.
But let's talk about
Like general.
average of Filipino people or average of foreign people. Yeah, in
Well,
general. Yeah.
not to be like not to be discriminating,
Mhm.
but like a lot of Filipinas